on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin with a resignation to protest the U.S. support for Israel's war in Gaza. It comes from a Jewish U.S. Army major who's given his first TV interview to CBS's Jim Axelrod.
They're not responding in a way that is productive for the security of the state of Israel or Jews worldwide.
Harrison Mann worked in the Middle East Bureau of the Defense Intelligence Agency.
I understand if people are angry that I chose to speak about this, but I didn't really feel like I had that much of a choice.
Mann is the grandson of Jews who fled Eastern Europe. The U.S. wants the UN Security Council to support a ceasefire plan in Gaza announced by President Biden. CBS's Tammy McCormick reports Israel isn't on board yet. President Biden has said it's up to Hamas to accept the latest proposal, but Qatar, a chief negotiating partner with the U.S., says it has no word on whether Israel's on board. Foreign Ministry spokesman Majid Al-Ansari.
We have yet to see a very clear position from the Israeli government towards these principles laid out by President Biden.
The proposal calls for a ceasefire, the release of Israeli hostages, and the reconstruction of Gaza. Hunter Biden has just arrived at federal court in Wilmington, Delaware, where his federal firearms trial is resuming. Correspondent Scott McFarland.
A jury of 6 men and 6 women from Delaware will decide Hunter Biden's fate, and first they will hear opening statements from the special counsel's prosecutors and from Hunter Biden's defense attorney. And the first witness is an FBI special agent expected to testify about Biden's text messages.
Skepticism as his father, President Biden, gets ready to issue an executive order today that would partially shut down asylum processing at the southern border. John Stedweg, former head of Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
These administrative actions are not going to solve the situation with the border. They will make a big difference. They will bring a lot of order to the border.
Researchers at Ohio State University looking into rising rates of early onset colorectal cancer are zeroing in on fiberless processed foods. They say they disrupt the bacteria balance in the gastrointestinal tract. They it leads to inflammation that ages cells more quickly, makes them more vulnerable. Hop in every morning for the interminable ride. Wall Street Journal says average drives of over an hour to the office are becoming more common as rising housing prices push more people farther away from the cities they work in. New research from Stanford finds super commutes 75 miles or longer are up by 1/3 since 2020. S&P futures are down 18. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 54 degrees in San Leandro, California.